Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Analytics video session 93. So basically in today's video, we will actually just continue and learn a few more functions of multiple row formula. And we will take the reference of data flow, of course. See, definitely in these videos, I'm not verifying the results, okay? Because I already verified the results on the data flow side. So you can watch those sessions and try to understand how those results will verify. But here I will just take the reference of data flow and I will show you like how we can do that part on the recipe side, okay? Now, in our last session, actually, we have this free session 12. We created this recipe. Actually, I didn't save that during that session, but later on I saved it as free session 12. Okay. So the only part which was left, I mean, the results you can already see over here, but yeah, the only part which was left was I didn't give the dataset name. So let me just give the dataset name. Okay. So I can give the dataset name as this part itself, but on recipe. Okay. So here, what I can do is I can just write this level and maybe I can add this terminology recipe because we are doing it on the recipe, and on the app section as well, I can store it on the recipe dataset app which we had. Okay. So this will be automatically taken care of. And yeah, meter reading transformation, I can give the same name over here as well. That's not an issue. So yeah, let me click on apply. So yeah, this part is done, and hopefully we can just save it at one go. But the main thing is right now, so this part was simple one, which you all can do it. It was not a big of an issue. Okay, now we will try to do for this Acme records. Okay, so same thing, like I will go to add input data, and from here I will select so basically, in the Acme records, we have this computation of, op name and snapshot date descending. So again, I will enable this very quickly. So once we enable this, we have partition by op name and snapshot date. So just I will scroll down and partition by op name and snapshot date, which is fine. And the results are in descending order, which is also fine. And here, sorry, here we are calculating firstly previous stage. Okay. So yeah, let me take this previous stage. Let me just name it over here. Now let's see what we have done for previous stage. So previous stage, we are taking the previous stage over here. Okay, I mean for this expression type source field, but yeah, here we have to take the lag of stage. So let me find that function. As you can see, it's written the previous record in the partition. So in the whatever under the partition, whatever records you have in the previous node, that will be written. So here I can just write stage. Okay, that's it. And I think the output type will be of course text, and and this is auto. Yeah, everything is fine. So I'm calculating okay, for this one, what I can do is instead of leaving it blank, I can give the default value as, and by, I think this is something we have given here as well. Yeah, and by, yes. So now let me click on apply. So it's showing me as we had done the analysis earlier on, right? That's how it's showing me for Acme one, as you can see here. Okay, cool. That part is done. Okay. The next part is I have to find the change in status. So again, what I will do, I will just go to custom formula, enable this. First thing first is I will just write the proper name, proper field name. Okay. So again, let me check. Uh, Here it is, op name snapshot descending. Okay. Op name snapshot descending, and the output type is text, of course. And maybe I can just copy paste the text over here. Okay. So yeah, of course, we have to do a few changes. So I think this amount, we can simply give it as amount. That won't be an issue. Okay, so instead of previous, I have to use lag. Okay, so the previous function which we use on data frame, instead of that, we use lag. Okay, and similarly, I can move the amount quotation from here, and again here will be lag. Okay. the quotes, and this will be in single quotes. Okay. So as you can see, it's giving me the appropriate value. I just wanted to check out one thing very quickly. If I have single quotes, will it throw an error? Let me just check once. Hmm. Okay. I think single quotes doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, fine. Let me click on apply. So we have done this change in status. I think you already know how we used to do over there. And I think this is something which is matching also if you see. Okay. Now the next part is change in percent, which is this formula. So again, just let me go to my custom formula. First thing first, I will just this part multiple row formula. So one very irritating thing about the recipe part. So in the data flow, once you had the computative node, one good thing about data flow was that under the computative, you just had to do this partition by order by sort direction one time, and you can create a number of fields, right? And number of derived fields. Unfortunately, in recipe, you always have to put the partition name whenever you're creating new fields. That is a little bit irritating, but yeah, other than that, that's fine, I think, because in recipe we have a lot of proper functionalities. But yeah, I feel personally this is a bit irritating, and maybe you can let me know if you also feel the same. But yeah, let's quickly map that of name snapshot tip. It will be descending. And the problem is each time I'm creating a new field, I have to ensure this three remains the same. Otherwise, there will be issue in the results which we'll be getting. Okay. So anyways, let's calculate this one. So change in percentage, let me just map it over here. And of course, I will do necessary changes. So current is fine. I have to put the lag, of course, over here. Okay. And again, divide by it would be lag. Okay. And wherever we have amount, I can maybe just remove that. Fine. Yeah. I think this is done. And of course, this will be number. I can give the scale as 2. That's fine. Precision is 10. And let me click on. Okay. The default value I can give 0. I think that's what I've given here as well, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, default value would be 0. So let me put default value because I don't want anything as blank. Okay. So let me put the default value as 0. Okay. So as you can see, this is clearly showing me whatever changes we have done. Fine. Now the final step is, and yeah, I can give this as computations. Okay, the node name I can give as computations, just like what I've given on data flow. And yeah, this will be dataset name will be tracking of history. I will just give the reference of recipe at last, just to differentiate between it. Sorry, this the recipe data set. Okay, that which we have, and yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, those things are created, and as you must have seen, like here, you can simply check the results from here only. So for example, if I open my Acme records, because, not this one. Let me check that records. Hmm. For some reason it got messed up, I guess. Okay. Okay, fine. That my records got messed up. Uh, cool, the Acme records got messed up, but anyways, that's completely fine. Like you can um, check from here itself. That is Acme. What was that node name? Which again tracking off history, right? So let's say if you search with tracking off history only, okay. And if you go for, I am really sorry, this won't be tracking off history actually. Tracking off history only or given away. Okay, fine. So tracking off history is fine. And here, if you go to values table, and maybe what I can do is I can put filter on of name. Okay, let's check for at least one or two part. Fine. And this one, what I can do is I think there was one more thing I had to bring in, which is the date, the snapshot date. Okay. So when I can snapshot date, it's already in. I think we need in descending order. So this is descending order. As you can see, 00725. And I think here also you will see the same results. Okay. 00725. Okay. Similarly for Acme 2, it's zero everything. But if I go for Acme 3, right? For Acme 3, if you see the last was 16.67 minus 14.29. So let me just go to dataset and put for Acme 3. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, 16.29. Okay. And yeah, similarly, you can check for others. So for example, the previous stage, if you see, if I take Acme 2 records, okay, if I scroll down, if I take the Acme 2 records, it's starting with any close loss need analysis, right? So let's say to take Acme 2 records, I think I didn't bring the previous stage. Let me bring quickly the okay previous stages. Yeah, sorry. So it's saying not applicable, close lost, need analysis, negotiation, need analysis, and that's what is coming negotiation. So it's matching actually. That's completely fine, and you can check for others as well. So I can just save and run this recipe. Okay. And yeah, I hope you got it, like how we kind of use this lag instead of previous, okay, and how we kind of do this comparison. I think this is something which we did earlier as well. And yeah, how we do such kind of calculation also under the recipe side. So as you have seen, we can get the same result, using this multiple row formula, and we can achieve whatever we have done on data flow set. Okay. So yeah, that's it about this video. Please definitely do like, share, and subscribe, and let's meet very soon in our next part. Thank you.